drag it out about 150 feet before you run. Clean up that clutch good.
Thank you.
Want to make sure everybody knows what we got.
Well, you see stock with a 9-inch tire, and we've seen cars go 830s out here, which are ridiculous. I mean, pro stock years ago was happy to go 9 seconds, but they all have a spec head, a spec cubic inch, a spec intake. You cannot touch them, and but that's what's kind of cool about them.
We sell a lot of cars off of our Mustang Cobra Jet program. We've sold a lot of the actual race cars and a lot of the, we're the largest Roush dealer in the United States, so we do a lot with Roush, and we do a lot of custom stuff ourselves at the shop. So it's definitely been a huge outlet for us. People go see them at the racetrack and want to relate to something that they can drive on the street, and they want the horsepower and they want the performance, but they want something that's street with air conditioning and well, a few more comfort features maybe.
These things make so much power and torque down low, and we're still trying to hook it up on a 9-inch tire, so it can be a little finicky. We were trying some beadlock wheels. We were over at Norwalk at the points race, and the tire was spinning on the wheel, so we decided to try a beadlock wheel, and I think we just need to go testing and figure out what tire pressure we need to run with those beadlocks. So right now we put just a standard wheel back on there, and we're going to go out there and try it. But another thing is we're just making so much more power here because the air is so good. So it's a combination of the two. So hopefully we have a little bit better luck this time.
You don't even know you're going that fast. This morning I had a 118 60 foot, and it looked like a 130. That's like driving to the restaurant or something. So it's kind of neat. Joe Hornick has done my motors for this 429 combination. We've really worked hard at it and kind of let him go at it. So whatever parts we need or whatever, he handles it all. And so far, every time we came back out and came good, it's a lot more power. So.
We were the first Cobra Jet to be at 850, first Cobra Jet over 150 miles an hour. And now we're the first Cobra Jet below 850. We ran at 845 this morning at 159.40 miles an hour. So it's now the fastest Ford Mustang ever in Ford history. I've been drag racing since the 50s. I started in 1956, drag racing. And these cars are unbelievably safe, number one, these new cars versus the old cars. The safety is unbelievable. You feel so safe in them. But the G-forces, when you run 118, 119, 120, 60-foot times, and at the other end you're pulling all those G's, going 160 miles an hour, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. I've been doing this a long time, but you get a thrill every time you do it.
left tremendous. We just probably didn't have enough weight on the front end or enough hold down in the front end, and unloaded the tire when it hit the wheelie bar hard, and then of course spun the tire, and that was the end of that run. You know, we got a great combination, motor combination, a 302 with a 2.9 liter blower. You know, we're starting to get the handle on it. You know, we're sneaking up on it, and we just keep getting faster and faster every year. And you know, on a little 9-inch tire, it's tough. There's such a fine line between hooking up and blowing the tire off, and you have all kinds of different manufacturers of shocks running on these cars, shocks and struts. So everybody's getting the job done on different types of product. We're running Penske's. You know, you got other people running Strange, Lamb. You know, there's a lot of different combinations out here, and you know, we just keep having to figure it out because we keep sneaking up and making more horsepower and making these cars run better. And you know, it's just a combination of getting them calmed down on the starting line and then rolling enough timing in down the, you know, as you go to make them run fast on the big end.
Well, you know, we went from one extreme to the other. You know, we didn't want to go up there and blow the tires off again. So, you know, we loosened up the struts in the front, and, you know, maybe a little too much, and it just transferred the weight way too quickly. We had to pedal it and short shift second, and, you know, we made down the track, but at least now we have some data to where it's hooking, and we can adjust for that. So hopefully first round tomorrow we can go out there and make a pass from A to B under full throttle.
We'll always try a little more in it, but the competition's tough. I'd say the last round everybody was pretty much flat out, so it makes for great racing, and the way they've got it going on to where you can sandbag, it's kind of like a bracket race to us, you know, so that's what we love. I think it will stay around the 80 range again, and then in the final we might just see what it's got, so we'll try that.
It's been doing pretty good. I mean, we're getting down the track. We're just staying with what we've been doing and keep going for it. So we turned it up a little bit on the big end, but we're keeping the same down low to make sure we get off the line, because that's bitten a lot of guys today. So we're just trying to keep it steady Eddie and win the thing.
It's going to continue to grow, and a lot of my other competitors in pro stock are really quizzing me about it. I mean, they're wanting to know, hey, what's it take to get one of these? What do you have to do to it? Can you just go buy one? So they're all very interested in it, and the fans love it. I mean, I get approached probably more by it, I should say, than the pro stock car. But it's going to grow, and as long as somebody takes off with it and promotes it, and we run in front of these big crowds, it'll be huge.
I mean, that's first win for Kevin, and he is such a great guy. I mean, him and his dad, Mike, are just great customers, and I'm glad to see them win this.
I mean, it's great. We've worked our butts off on this car, me and my dad and my brother helping us weld stuff, and I just can't explain it. We've worked for this for about 2 years now, and it's just great finally getting it done. The last 2 rounds, guys kind of got after their cars and tried to get them down there as fast as they can, and we got some guys we used back home, John and Ben Holt at the chassis shop, and they just kept us going right down the track and never hesitated a minute, and that got us through today and get the win.
The race is awesome, and it's great, and congratulations to the Skinners. They work hard and they're fast, but the double up forward deal is huge. We try to do it every race, but just little things happen. There's a million ways to lose, and we had a little issue with some chassis problems, and but we got it fixed this morning, which is good. So we'll be ready for Indy.